second. You are being a pain. Okay. Whoops. Hello. Okay, so someone adjusted all of the sliders on my mini mixer or whatever this thing is called, PC panel. So let me know if the balance is all right. I think I put everything back where it was. We'll give it a few minutes before we get started, just to let people filter in. And I'll have to pay attention because the lag on this coming back at me is actually really slow. So today we are going to do Lothering. I don't really have a strong memory of how long Lothering is. I feel like it's not very long. So if we get through it super fast, I might do one of the bits of DLC that's installed, either the Levy Dryzen stuff, or maybe go get Shale, though I feel like Shale might be a little overpowered for our current level. I don't actually remember. So we might go do Warden's Keep, possibly, because I think that's pretty short, and we might be able to get both of those squeezed in. But we'll see. Maybe Lothering will take the whole length of time. I also really need to get this game running in a full screen window because it's a huge pain in the butt to switch between things when it's running in the way that it's currently running. We got 20 people. Give it a couple more minutes and then we will get started. And we'll just do this. Well, definitely today we're going to get Sten and Leliana. I don't know about side quests. We may skip a whole bunch of the side quests. Oops. Wrong one. Okay, so let's get started. We're right at the beginning of Lothering, as I recall. Yeah. Oh, we didn't even... Speaking of side quests...
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked. Yes, I know. I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long, then.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
question from the chat, what I would change on Dragon Age Origins gameplay or lore. You know, I think that balance is a little inconsistent, pacing's a little inconsistent, but I think more than anything, if I was rebuilding it at this point, I think I would make it tighter, probably about 20% shorter, and I would also update some of the themes. It is a little casual in some of its approach to some themes, especially in the Origins. Hey, Alistair, what do you
This
think?
should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
Yeah, I totally did. Yep.
There are 3 main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Hey, Morgan, what do you think?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
We should do that. Yeah, why are you leaving up to me,
Well, I
Alistair?
don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Okay.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Sure.
He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
What the Dalish?
If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully, they will still be there. You're going to have to. I certainly wouldn't want to go there alone.
Why? Would it frighten you? Are you afraid of dark and sunken places?
I mean, we won't have any choice. You'll be there under Grey Warden business, and the dwarves will just have to see reason.
They certainly are renowned for an abundance of reason, 'tis true.
That will be at their tower on Lake Carlenhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is.
What about Loghain?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
We're gonna do Redcliffe first, and then we'll do Circle, so we can save the kid. But yes, definitely we're gonna go get Wynn.
Then you have a plan. Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Okay, let's go.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
I remember where things are. Armor.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found.
It's just a guess, but I'm thinking everyone in Lothering is aware of the approaching Darkspawn horde. All right.
Hey, kid. Oops. Just looking at chat. just leaving their stuff out.
Mother, where are you?
Okay, fine. We'll look at the chantry
Ah,
board.
the chantry board. Yes, let us run errands for the betterment
Fine.
of mankind as well as a few coppers.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman? You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more. Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving. You wouldn't dare. I'm leaving. And who's gonna make me leave him? You? I hope the Darkspawn choke on your cheap hides. Ah!
I suppose it couldn't be helped. Maker, help us all.
No backpack for me. Okay.
Not one will feast on your living hearts! They will take your...
There's word of Darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all.
Who?
May the Maker have mercy on
I
us.
beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Turn Logain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Logain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly.
How is the
No
audio
one
balance,
knows the
by
nature
way?
of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims. Why is that, if I may ask? I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tern Logain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tern has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern. The Arl fell ill before the king died. But what if Logain planned that too? Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could. I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales. Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
Oh, here.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
Sure.
A reward? Oh, of course. I hope a sovereign is sufficient. Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
Okay, what do we got in here? We got a...
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness.
Hey, I just want to check out this cabinet here. Any... What? Locked? Don't you trust me?
Secret temptation.
Random people.
And when the chant spreads across all 4 corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker.
Praying for help from a prophet they burned, and a god who has turned his back on them not once, but twice.
Rogue. If only Leliana was here.
And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant of light...
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him?
That's interesting.
Darkspawn will feast on our flesh! Everyone will die!
How does he know I'm a warden? That's interesting. Everyone had to wipe their eyes, because he's...
You again! Can you all not smell the evil? This one is tainted! Are you calling me a coward? I have shamed my ancestors, but the blackness will come.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
Ugh. There's always
Our
hope.
courage. But there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, humans.
Then, what shall we do? We must try to go north somehow.
Probably a good idea. As opposed to staying here where the Darkspawn are coming. Lots of shields. Kind of wish I hadn't taken two-hander. Just some stuff. Just leave my deep mushroom here.
I'm cold.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
I'd keep your voice down if I were you. They're pressing anyone.
Well, look what we have here, then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a dwarf by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen one.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
I doubt he would listen. He blindly follows his master's commands.
I am not the blind one. I served at Ostagar, where the Turn saved us from the Grey Warden's treachery. I serve him gladly. Enough talk! Take the Warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Oh no.
Right. Let's make this quick.
Alan?
What? The job board.
Hey!
Which one's
Run while you I am yours.
Oh, Alistair. Oops.
All right, you've
I think
won.
we work well together.
Surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
What do you want to tell him?
We're coming.
I'll tell him right away. Now, thank you.
Oh no, he might
I
send an assassin
apologize
after
for
me.
interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help. I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Leliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was. Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along. That, and the Maker wants me to go with you.
Great.
Then...
Let's go.
You believe me? I knew
Sure,
the Maker
totally.
had sent a true dream.
I only learned about
A
the Maker
vision
like
that
5
by
minutes
serving
ago,
you,
but
I
it's fine.
serve his holy plan.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
Okay, let's boot Alistair.
Lost it.
Indeed.
Hey, Leliana, we should go and like check out that chantry. Is this... Oh, they're both exits.
So how is it that Terran Logain survived when even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south?
They say your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kokari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes
So
they
weird.
are right. And they are right in this.
Thought it was what?
You know the stories about.
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories
I
curdled
think there were some broken doors in here, Leliana. We need to go fix them. Uh-oh. It crashed. That's interesting. How close of a save did we get there? It's interesting. I have the the expanded memory version, so that should not have happened. Let's see how far we got. Oh no. Literally.
Darkspawn will feast on your living heart. They will take your
Oh, this is a ways back. Okay, let's boogie.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about you.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides...
So, Terran Logain is the new region? Isn't that a good...
Yes,
Well,
the maker stopped.
Look what we have here, men. They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors.
Head up. You can run while you can.
Right,
I think we work well together.
Surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
It's the crash is because I'm running at a higher resolution than it was originally. It's a 32-bit game, so it can only have 2 gigabytes of memory. The higher resolution, it's leaking its way to running out. But
what do you want to tell him?
The patch I installed supposedly brings it up to a 64-bit, or at least lets it go outside of 2 gigabytes. But it doesn't.
I'll tell him.
Worked
right away. Now, thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
Okay.
Let me introduce myself. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can. That, and the Maker wants me to go with you.
Okay.
Oh, blast it.
Indeed.
All right.
Oh, what just happened?
Hmm?
Oh, your barrel. Wasn't your barrel here? Oh. Let's just stay as Leliana for a second. Get out of my way. Oops. Oh, of course. Stand behind the door. Doors. No, we're gonna...
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
He talked to everyone in the town. How are we supposed to know where the Urn of Sacred Ashes is? Might as well ask us how to get to the moon.
That's foreshadowing of the moon plot. where you
I'm
get to build-
wondering, Morrigan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be...
Come on. Oh, sorry. Oh, it crashed again. That is interesting. it's not actually using that updated executable.
Certainly not. I've no...
There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde.
Oh.
We are the only hope
Right,
of
I guess we
protection this
didn't do
village
this.
has now, and I will not abandon it.
I am Sir Donald, knight in the court of Al-Eamon in... Now then, what can I do for you? Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but supposedly the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the... What? Maker's mercy. Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
Oh, really? Is it? Okay. I am running it through Steam. Maybe that's why it's not working.
Why is that, if I may ask? A warden. Then some did survive. You must be who Loghain hopes to smoke out with his bounty.
Bounty?
The Cairn declared the Grey Wardens responsible for the massacre at
Just
Ostergar.
fought those guys.
There is a price on your heads. Whatever the Cairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern. He may be dead already. Or perhaps his luck has changed in the weeks I have been gone. If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could. I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact. But my skill... With Henry, thank you again.
Okay, now, got the codes.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. The word dispelled fear and ignorance. Let
So
those
Leliana, I
who
was
cry
in here
out from the
before,
shadows comfort.
Fools.
Those who
Praying
seek
for help
redemption
from a
be
prophet
delivered.
they burned,
Let
and
those
a
who have
god who has
sinned
turned his
be
back on
forgiven.
them not once, but twice.
And there were these broken chests. I couldn't open them. They were broken. Can you
I
fix
shall.
them? Okay, thanks.
Shall the Maker return to us?
I have
And
to
then
actually pay attention to what I'm doing.
the Black City in heaven. The chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humbled. Let
this
all
chest was
repeat
broken
the
too,
chant
yeah.
of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
Ridiculous. But there is a book.
Right away.
Whoops.
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world,
Just a book on the floor.
It's done.
Sure.
ears of the Maker, let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
Not really going to collect all the codexes. Okay, fine. Let's save and see if we can survive this transition.
I shall.
Shall we go get Sten? Where's my... No, not codexes. I want... Okay.
They say your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kokari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right.
Right away.
And they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
I don't know if they're working on a remaster or not, But yeah, certainly Mass Effect Legendary Edition did well.
Ever since good King Cailan passed, refugees and soldiers have been passing through. I'm the elder here, and I've my hands full making sure refugees don't turn to petty theft, or worse. Sir Bryant at the Chantry is seeing to matters of defense and such. He'd have more of an ear for your type.
I don't need to do your stuff. Everyone go north. That's not where you keep a dagger.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car.
Tisra.
Hey, Sten.
You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse a dwarf. Leave me in peace.
You're a prisoner?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples. If you haven't heard of us, that is your own shortcoming. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
I suggest you leave me to my fate. I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this? Death will be my atonement. Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
Let's
the Blight.
Fight some Blight.
Are you a Grey Warden, then?
You betcha.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true. Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
Sten. Okay, let's go.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows. But what about
Doesn't look...
I think combat's what leaks memories. I think we're okay as long as we don't get into combat.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater.
Inspectors.
I understand. Not all are wealthy enough to spare even a few coins for the Maker's favor. What can I do for you, then? It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
I remember when it got Game of the Year at the first Games Award show.
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers. And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Do you have a donation for us, Reverend Mother? Could you give us that key to that chest? Oh, wait. No. Did we have any key? No. Okay. What was that?
Me any.
Okay, let's go get Sten. This little switchback is really not the best game design.
You are very beautiful, Morrigan.
Tell me something I do not know.
But you are always dressed in such rags. It suits you, I suppose. A little tear here, a little rip there to show some skin. I understand.
You understand I lived in a forest, I hope?
Maybe we could get you in a nice dress one day. Silk. No, maybe velvet. Velvet is heavier, better to guard against the cold in Ferelden.
Foreshadowing.
Dark red velvet. Yes.
You wish something more of me? I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it. So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight. I have spent my life in the Vanguard. I know war, and your lands need all the help they can get.
That's for sure. Well, not my lands.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement. Then I will find it myself. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Let's stay like that for now. You know what? I think we're done with Lothering. Anything important I'm forgetting? Well, that chest right there.
At all.
20 copper. Yeah, I think we are.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Enemy ahead.
Oh no. I don't want to kill you guys.
Saving the day.
Watch out.
This part, you fear me. You should run when you can.
This highway is the highway that goes all the way up to that goes all the way up to Kirkwall.
Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing.
Again.
Watch out! It is done.
I don't remember what a lifestone even is. Oh. Cool. Oh, I've got it. Maybe I want more constitution. I'm really close to getting to be able to put on that armor though. Oh, my phone just rang. Oh, hopefully someone else will get it. Oops. Fine. Warrior. Yeah, let's do that.
Ha! Let's wipe them out quickly.
Bandits.
Yes.
Begin the
Not enough.
Oh, I'm stunned.
And you can pay.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention there. Okay, mage.
I see.
Come and get it.
I need wind.
To be merciful. Too
Oh,
easy.
dear.
I can. Not continue like this.
So be it.
I need healing.
Okay.
Begin the onslaught.
I see.
I need healing.
Okay. I have potions, I just wasn't paying attention.
Very well.
Another battle, I see. No mercy.
Did I fall asleep during the combat?
Okay. Now, wait, why are you... Those dogs go dead. There you go. I definitely need wind stat. Okay. Injury kit. Why did that not work? Yeah. Also, I need to pay attention. I also definitely need more healing potions.
Going.
I guess I should go back and... Oh, true enough. Leliana could put some better... Do I have better armor? Wait, why are you still injured? Leliana. Okay, what are you using? You're using daggers. Actually, okay, well first let's look for... Oh, she's good with that, but try it. And let's see, I want to look at Samurai Bard. How do I get to your talents? You are rogue and archery. Okay, then we should definitely give you a bow. Okay. Onward. Let's also get these. Oh, actually, no. We should turn that quest in, huh? Bye, John. Oh, wait, did I crash? Oh, I think it must have crashed. Oh, you don't have to turn the chantry. I did not remember that. Okay. I think we're done with Lothering. I don't need all the gold. All the quests. I'm on a quest to save the world. I'll go right here. That's where I keep... Why are there so many shields in here? Yeah. Thank you. This is very speed run. Well, this is speed runny, slow motion speed run. Wow, the dark spawns are really close, aren't they?
I am your death. Ruling saves your dignity.
What? Hey, Sandal.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged. The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
Sure.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the offer. There may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you for the... Yeah, just, I'm gonna help you clean up. Yep. Yep, just helping clean up. Don't worry, Sandal.
Going.
Okay. Save. Let's... Where are tactics? Tactics. And... Fine. Archer. Okay, let's just double check, Leliana. You are in the wrong. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so it's not quite 10 for me. Let's see what I can get to on the world map.
Bad dreams, huh?
Well, I am wearing plate mail.
Well, it is real. Sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Yeah.
He did. He said he felt the Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
People play Darkspawn Chronicles, the What If the Warden didn't, the It's a Wonderful Life version of Dragon Age Origins. Thanks, Alistair.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Okay, let's do a little chitter-chatter.
Yes? Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness, It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
I think Darkspawn Chronicles may be the one that almost nobody played. I might play it after we actually make it through here, you know, in 2028.
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith. In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything? That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
Because they were going to kill me. Okay, where is everybody? Hey, Barkspawn.
Oh, why, you little... Oh, you're so funny. Such rapier wit. Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Well, he is a dog.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me. I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
I mean, Barkspawn is a warden, right? Because he's he's eaten the Darkspawn blood. Wait, quest updated. Sten.
Why are we stopping? There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful? I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises. I am. The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world. Compared to what? What does anyone truly know of the world? The world changes. We change. The Antam observe what we can, just as you do. There is no point to this. We are keeping the Darkspawn waiting. You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Okay, let's go.
As you wish.
Stand like that. Okay. Hey, Levy.
You're a hard man to find.
Would you like a quest for $5?
The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What did Duncan say?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain.
It's Mr.
My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Olin banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Did you try to overthrow the government?
Hard to say. After King Olin died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride. Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that. I ask for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
Couldn't you just go back?
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor. Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new Wardens and meeting with good King Kaelin. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Well, then let's do it.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Okay, let's...
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Well... Whoops. Cancel. I got confused. Actually, let's see what else you got. Wait, do I have a crappy helmet on? I have King Merrick's shield. I don't remember. Why are there all these gifts in here? Okay, crappy helmet? I sure am. I don't have a better helmet, I see. Leliana, much as I hate covering your hair. Oh yeah. It's...
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Oh yes, that's why they're there. Okay, well, maybe this is as far as we're gonna get today. Does he? Where's his backpack? Backpack. There it is. Oh, I don't have enough money. Okay. Am I ever going to use this? Maybe. Never gonna use this. Am I going to craft? I'm going to say no. Thank you. And we probably... So we get to affording the backpack. Sell Leliana's clothes. Way short. Okay, let's go give out some gifts. How do I give out gifts?
What do you wish of me? If you must. Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be? You mean, is she truly the Flemeth of legend and story?
Is she?
Tell me.
Is she mythal?
How much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience. No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire. As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her. Many centuries before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the Bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conobar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife. And Osen agreed. The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge. That was not the point. Conobar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Yeah, definitely. One of the things I love about Dragon Age is that everyone is an unreliable narrator so every story is suspect.
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began. You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too. The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her. Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
Yeah.
I see. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Okay, so what do I do with the gifts? Probably Leliana. Ugly boots. Okay, fine. You know what? You want some ugly boots?
That's lovely.
Oh no, she hated that. Okay. We also had
No, bad. Bad idea. Awful. Don't do it.
this is gonna. Are all these like?
Great.
Oh yeah,
Super.
these are all the everyone
Thanks.
hates it Yeah, great. Alright. I should... These are like the April Fool's gifts, aren't they? Leliana is human, yes.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Okay, let's...
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Okay, so I'm gonna just... Oh, I can't sell them for anything. Why couldn't I give Alistair the doll? Oh.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
Stick.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
I could get used to this, you know.
I am impressed. My thanks.
Already did that? Yeah.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much. Why, thank you so much.
Alistair. And there's sort for just gifts. Other. Well, we're gonna have to buy the backpack later.
Hello. The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it.
Great.
Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Enchantment!
I have no items to enchant. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. I definitely will need more backpack space. Okay, well, actually, it is almost 10:30, so I think... Oh, we should go talk to Leliana. I didn't actually do that, did I?
Yes? Well, here I am.
Oh no, I guess I did do
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose. When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools. Thank you. Maybe I am wrong.
Thank you.
But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Okay, so we are probably going to end it here. I think next time we will do Redcliffe. I thought maybe, whoops, maybe there was going to be time to do the Levy Dryden's quest, but I don't think there is. So we will end it here. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for everyone that made a donation. That was really nice. Thank you. And we will, I will do this. We will end it here, and we will come back at some point as we make our way slowly through Dragon Age Origins. Like I said, I think probably I will play Darkspawn Chronicles at some point in the future. I might do Redcliffe in 2 passes, or I'll just, you know, book out a lot of time. But we'll do, yeah, I'll do Redcliffe, then Mages, and then to save people. So, thank you very much, and we'll see you again soon. And I will now awkwardly end the stream. Oh no, wait, I'll do it this way. Will I? Yes. Okay, goodbye everyone.